So we're gonna take a little trip down memory lane, I guess.
We have an answer for them because we them much bigger. Thrust.
Talk about Fresh Arts in your words. Tell people what it was.
From the past to the present and the future.
Fresh Arts was probably one of the most important programs I think the city ever started. It was like an arts program for all the kids across Toronto.
How did it start? Like, what was the inception of it?
As far away as that whole Rodney King mess was over in LA, for whatever reason, there was a ripple effect here, and there was a little uprising on Yonge Street. I guess the government decided, we want to do something to kind of get the kids off the street and out of trouble.
So how do we bring the young people in? There's a lot of talented people. There's a lot of issues out there. They're arguing, they're fighting. They've got all this frustration. We need a forum. We need to bring these youth under one roof and talk about these issues.
Take a look, the answers to your questions here. Pay heed because the mic controller soul is in your ear.
What I loved about the forum was that it wasn't all talk. We have films, we have music, sometimes we have guest speakers. One day in comes Crazy Legs.
Everybody's talking about the situation.
And then we had Common come in and talk.
Yeah, you know how we do it for the people.
So that was basically how I got linked in, and next thing you know, I was teaching music. Just working with Cardi, Socrates, Marvel, Kid Cut, Don Scalacci. Oh yeah, Julie Black. I was like, wow, okay, this is gonna be something different.
Yes. Oh me, oh my eye. The biggest mentor that I had would probably be Motion. She not only showed us the different elements that there were to being a professional artist, but she also taught us a lot about the history of music. We studied jazz. We also used to study like the civil rights movement. There was a lot of things that were a part of the Fresh Arts program.
The Fresh Arts was so important to help cultivating scenes and artists. Why did it stop?
Funding, Mr. Mike Harris.
So the $64,000 question is, if the funding hadn't been cut and Fresh Arts kept going, can you imagine where it might be now?
I don't think we ever would have known at that time, because had we known what we know now back then, I think we'd have a lot more money than we do right now, you know what I mean? But